There are 12 outline stitches in the software. These stitches can be applied to an open or closed object. If an object is selected, like a straight line, only outline stitches can be applied. The single outline creates a single row of stitches, while a triple outline creates a thicker outline by repeating each stitch 3 times. The sculptured outline creates a thick and thin outline by alternating single and triple stitches. This gives a hand-stitched look. To change the properties, open Object Properties. Reduce the stitch length to go around tight, sharp curves. A longer stitch length can be used to mimic redwork. If variable run length is checked, shorter stitches are created around tighter curves. The minimum length of a stitch can also be adjusted. The blanket stitch can be applied for narrow open borders, and the stitch width and spacing can be adjusted. The direction a line is digitized, either left to right or right to left, affects whether the spikes point up or down. The spacing is the distance in millimeters between each stitch, and the width changes the thickness of the blanket stitch. The orientation affects the direction of the blanket stitch, while the offset affects the distance from the digitized line. By default, the stitches are placed around the center of a digitized line. By checking calligraphy, you can change the angle of the stitch slant. Zigzag applies an open zigzag to a line. This type of line does have an underlay added automatically. Underlay must be turned off by clicking on the underlay icon in the Effects toolbar, and that will leave just the zigzag stitch. The spacing of the zigzag can be changed, as well as the width of the zigzag. Calligraphy can also be changed, and this will change the angle of the zigzag.